Hello, my name is Zach Rye with Old Man Gaming. Second signature event is here, ladies and gentlemen. My hair is terrible. Need to get a cut. It's that simple. We are freaking live, and second signature event is here. Getting over 2 for 1 has arrived. So excited for this. So we've already got our shows booked, ready to go, and I'm hoping that we get some bangers so we can get into this bad boy, right? All right, gotta take that off, get that over here. Okay. Now, I do want to give just a quick disclaimer. As you can hear from my voice and throat, I was really sick over the weekend again. I'm apparently eternally sick. And, I'm all right to do the stream, but I'm fighting it off, so bear with me if I snog a lot and just have a bad voice and whatnot. Alright, so 2 for 1, signature event. Let's get it going. We're not going to open with a promo. We're not going to open with anything. We're going to open right off the bat with a main event match, an opener to end all openers. As first out walks Logan Bell with his manager, Alex Aaron Avon, 3A, behind him. They're both taunting. Aaron's taunting the crowds. Logan is very focused on the match. And I want to actually create models of all these characters in WWE 2K23 if I can and start putting pictures up, but we'll see. But for now, I got to describe them all. He is large, think Wolverine from the first movie, like first Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie, but not the hair. Like, not the crazy hair, just like slicked back, shortcut black hair. He's got the kind of beard, and then he's got white tank top, jeans, and just a fighter's build. He walks down to the ring. Then out comes Juanita Hernandez, looking for revenge for her fallen friend Danny Punk. She walks out. She's a little bit shorter than average, so like I would say 5'6", 5'7". She's pretty toned in the muscle area. She wears a jean vest, and then just like a white t-shirt on the under. She also has jeans and boots, but she's got the signature big golden belt buckle that her Hall of Fame father used to wear. And then she's got brown hair in a tight ponytail on the back of her head. And then out walks our True Grit champion, Nick Torque. Nick Torque is shorter, about Juanita's height actually, but he's rounded. He's got some mass, but no real definition. Deathmatch wrestler through and through. He's a real brawler. He has baggy cargo pants. Another white tank top, but he's got a do-rag over the top of his head. And he looks very concerned because the storyline between the three of these has been Juanita's coming for that title. She's coming for revenge. But Nick is, even though he's a brutal fighter, he's kind of a good guy. He didn't want to end Danny's career in their first brutal match, and he did. So now it's almost like, does he have the yips? Which is what AAA has accused him of having the entire time. So we're going to have to see if he has the yips tonight in his first defense of the True Grit Championship. Let's get this thing going. 2 for 1 is on. Second signature event. Here we go. Just got to find the match. All right, so this is booked as a hardcore match. Just a straight hardcore match, but it's going to be True Grit Wrestling rules. We're actually just going to do Extreme Rules. Just anything goes. So that means I can negate the first match end on the Chaos side. Fingers crossed that's where it comes. Now let's check those aspects so we know them beforehand. Alright, so Nick Torque has hard skin. He's going to take less damage. Same with Logan Bell. I got a lot of people who do not get injured easily. So they're just going to take less damage. And Juanita's over the top, so that's not going to help for her either. So no aspect help in that department. Let's just get this thing going. Like I said, sorry about my throat. Sorry about the snot. Still fighting something. All right. Let's do it. Today's dice is going to be orange and black spots is going to be our chaos. This is one of my all-time favorite D20s that I've had forever. And then gray is going to be our quality. All right, taking low. That is a match end. Oh, my God. Chaos side, though. Chaos side. Oh, it's rough. That's rough. Oh, I can't get a good triple threat. Like, no matter what I do, my triple threats end in, like, 2 freaking moves. I don't know why. It's, like, one of my all-time favorite types of matches, and I can't get a good one. All right, so we're going 10 chaos. We're going to say M-E, but I'm going to put a line through it because I am going to ignore that first one because of the match typing. All right, so as Juanita's climbing into the ring, Nick and Logan are already in there kind of eyeballing each other when out of nowhere, Aaron just rushes in and hits her over the back of the head with a chair. Boom! Match hasn't even started. She actually, like, it's a good hit, so she goes over the rope and then kind of falls sideways, bounces off the apron, and drops. Aaron's like, that's what you get! And if everybody remembers in that last show, in that last match, she hit Aaron a lot without really anything going down. So Aaron just like throws the chair down. That's what you get. And then the ref comes over and goes, "Yo, we're out of here." So we're gonna have a fair triple threat from here on out as Aaron argues with the ref but gets tossed out. Ref turns back, calls for the bell, and Logan and Nick just rush in and start wailing on each other. Second roll, we're adding 1. All right, our low roll is quality with a 5, adding 1. That's going to put us up to a 6 quality. All right. So they're just trading punches. Just boom, 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 barrage of shots back and forth. Finally, Nick starts to get the better of him. Just starts to knock Logan backwards. Logan is starting to stagger from these big blows. Finally, as Nick rears back to just do a big turn punch, you see Logan step forward, just throw himself forward into a huge lariat, nails Nick, brings him down to the mat. Nick hits the mat. Logan stands up, turns, grabs Nick, pulls him up to his feet, pulling his do-rag off, revealing Nick's bald head. As he stands up, he slaps him with the do-rag, so the do-rag just kind of goes flying. Then Logan picks him up onto his shoulder, power slam, over the shoulder power slam, boom! Alright, so now we're adding 2. Got double 17s, adding 2s to 19s. Please don't be a match end already. We got an optional match end. We're not going to take that. I think we're going to do quality 19. Hits with a huge power slam. Boom! At that point, Logan stands up. He's going to grab Nick again. Actually, I won't. No, he hits with the power slam, and he's going to roll through, like maintaining his grip around Nick's waist, like rolling over him, pulling Nick up to seating, and then pulling him up onto his shoulder again, kind of power slam style. But instead, he's going to bring him off the back, twist him in midair, and drop him into a backbreaker over the knee as he kneels. Just boom! Nick bows over the knee, screams in pain. Ah! Falls off Logan Bell. Logan covers him. 1! Oh, shit. I hit my mic filter. I'm getting too into it, I see. Whoopsie. 1, 2, 3. No! Nick gets his shoulder up just in the nick of time. He's still alive. All right, so we got the 19 quality. All right, so now we're rolling 2 dice. We're adding 3. Man, these are some high rolls. It's not good for me to get that banger bonus. Okay, so Chaos is our low roll with a 14. We're adding 3 to that. Bring us up to a 17. Okay. Alright, so he just hit the backbreaker, pinned. Nick gets his shoulder up. Logan stands up. As Logan stands up, just out of nowhere, blind spot. You just see that chair that Aaron dropped down. Like, Juanita has rolled in. She's running. She leaps into the air and just bashes the chair over Logan's head. Whong! The chair flips through the air, bounces off rope to the outside. You see Logan actually, like he's rocked. He falls backwards, like, just all the way out. She rolls him up, going for the pin. 1, 2... Nick just manages to grab her leg and pull her off Logan in the nick of time, keeping his championship reign alive. All right. Round 5. That means we're adding 4 to the roll. Need to hit 8 for a banger. All right, what do we got here? All right, low roll is quality. We're adding 4 to it. Gives us an 8. Man, it's all big moves here. Okay. These guys are pulling no punches. No punches whatsoever. All right. Both people stand up. Juanita comes in with the... Ooh, good time to focus in on that story. All right, both stand up. They scramble to their feet, but Nick was the one who pulled her off, so she's off balance while he's ready to stand. He gets to his feet first. As she stands, he grabs her side, snaps Saito suplex. She hits the mat, rolling over onto her, kind of onto her butt, so she's up in that seated position. We all know Nick's favorite move is that COD, that concussion on delivery. That's how he finished Danny, and also how he ended her career. Does he have the yips? You see him just kind of like see her. Logan's down. He's knocked out from the chair shot. He's eyeing her up. He runs into the ropes, hits the ropes like he's coming back for the move, and then he just stops. You can see he's like still hesitating. He's like, damn it. You see, he gets into his own head. He doesn't want to end this woman's career just like he ended Danny. He starts to kind of roll back, wrap his head. He's like, no, I gotta do this. Then he runs into the ropes, but it's too late. As he bounces off the ropes, Juanita stands to her feet, super kick to the face, hits just huge thunderclap, claps him as he runs off the mat. He kind of does that spin to the side and fall down to the mat. Wait. No, wait. Should do another one other than just the super kick. You know what? He takes the super kick, hits the, just goes off his feet, kind of all the way around, landing face first onto the mat. He's down, kind of holding his face, and at that point she just turns, leaps into a standing shooting star press, just lands right over the crest of his back. There we go. Boom. So that's a big move. All right. So we're adding 5. That's always a risky one. The 5s are always risky. Oof. Low is Chaos with a 2. We're adding 5. Brings us up to a 7. Okay. Still alive. Looking for that banger. And if you're in the chat, feel free to talk to me. I do have it up. Just if I don't get to it right away, it's obviously because I'm too into this stuff. All right. All right, she's about to go for a pin, but you see, she sees Logan is standing up. He's a little bit more ready for her. She rushes him with a punch, with like a huge lariat. He ducks it. She pumps the brakes and turns. He ends up nailing her with a huge forearm. She's actually rocked. She falls backwards against the ropes. He takes 2 steps back, then rushes forward, clotheslining her. Both of them spiral over the top rope, spiraling through the air, crashing to the apron, and crashing to the outside. Alright, So that brings us up to 7. We need to get through this without a match end for that banger bonus. Let's do it. Number 7. Come on. So we're adding 6 to the roll. Whoa. All right, so our low roll is a 10 on chaos. We're adding 7 to that. That brings us up to a 17 chaos. Okay. We're getting the banger bonus, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right, at this point, both of them are kind of down for a second, but Logan gets back to his feet first. Juanita's still trying to shake off the blows to the head and face. At this point, he grabs the back of her head, grabbing her ponytail. He brings her forward, face right into the metal turnbuckle on the outside. Huge thong as her face bounces off of it. She kind of is rocked. She staggers backwards. Then he grabs her again by the scruff of her neck and the back of her pants and turns and hurls her over the barricade into the crowd. At that point, he turns back to the ring as Nick Torque is starting to stand. He runs, he slides in, stands up into a run, charging him. As he does, Nick leaps up into the air, catches the back of his head, pulling him down into this huge lung blower. Just boom! He hits with so much force that it almost turns into a monkey flip. Logan Bell kind of goes up and into the air and drops backwards behind him, just like coughing and wheezing for breath. Logan rolls over, grabbing the leg, hooking him for the pin. 1, 2, throw! Logan gets his shoulder up. Match is still alive. Oh. Alright, so we're adding +7. Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? No, I don't think so. Alright, we're adding +7. Or maybe I did. But too late to look back. Chaos is our low roll on a 9. 9 + 7 is 16. It's an optional ME. We're not taking it today. No optionals today. Oh, 16. Interference by another. Okay. All right. At this point, Nick Torque stands. He pulls Logan back up to a seated position. He turns. He sprints into the ropes. Then sprints back towards him, sliding into that basement straight punch to the face. Boom! Just cracks right off Logan's face. Logan drops. He's a sack of potatoes. But at this point, we see AAA again running out from the back, screaming at the ref. The ref is pissed because he's coming back out. He shouldn't be. He threw him out. Nick's holding for the pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no ref. The ref's fighting with Aaron. At that point, we see Nick Torque stand up. He gets really pissed. He walks over while Aaron doesn't see him coming because he's too busy fighting with the ref. He grabs Aaron by the scruff of his neck, pulls him into the ring. Aaron flips over the rope, lands in the ring, kind of holding his back, then turns around and starts to do the heel beg thing. No! No, 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 no. And at that point, Nick has no sympathy for Aaron, and he just stops, thinks about it for a second, then just winds up and just jacks Aaron in the face. The crowd goes crazy. Aaron just drops like a sack of potatoes. The ref walks over and rolls him out of the ring. Finally, Nick pins Logan, but it's been way too long. 1, 2, Logan kicks out. Woo! All right, so round 9. All right, low roll is Chaos with a 6. We're adding 8 to that. Gets us up to a 14. Oh, I like that. Okay. Nick puts his hands on his shoulder and is like, damn it. But his foot is a little bit too close to the ropes. Juanita's climbed back in. She reaches in long style, grabs Nick, pulls him out from under the bottom rope. Nick kind of comes out, landing on his feet, surprised. He turns, takes a shot. She catches the arm, like ducks under it, catching it crook to crook of the arm, then spins around, rotating him all the way around into the headlock. Then she brings him up, punches him in the face, grabs his arm, and whips him right into the stairs. Nick hits the stairs, flipping over the stairs, crashing into the barricade with a huge thunk and sproing. I don't know if that's a sound effect, but that's what I said. All right, so that was 14 chaos. All right. Low roll is 7 on the chaos. We're adding 9 to it, though. Getting up there. Got a 16. It's another interference. That's obnoxious. It's an optional match, and we're not going to end it on that. Chaos, so we're going to have to hit that one, because that's going to be a negative at the end of the match. Alright, so at this point, Aaron is on the outside. He's starting to climb up. He's like, hey, get away from him. As Juanita's like looking at Logan. Oh, no, wait, no, better yet. Logan's in the center of the ring. He's starting to stir. Juanita climbs up to the apron. We know Juanita's big move is the Juanita Shall Rise, which is a springboard into a shooting star all the way around, drop kick. She's looking for it. She's ready for it. She's calling him up, and Aaron just grabs her foot from the outside. Just exhausted and tired, grabs her foot from the outside, kind of stopping her. She finally pulls the leg away, turns, and just like super kicks him from the apron, just right to the face. Aaron drops sack of potatoes. Hopefully he's done. All right, we're adding 10 to this. Could be the end right here. Probably is. Low is chaos with a 16. 10 is a 26. No, it's somehow. Oh, holy shit. I've never gotten that one before. Ever, ever, ever. Okay. Chaos. This is going to be crazy. All right. So Aaron drops like a sack of potatoes. Juanita looks back to Logan, kind of calling for him to get up. Logan finally starts to stand. She goes to leap up to the top. Again, Aaron gets up, just kind of scrambles up, kind of jumps and snags that top rope. Just as Juanita goes to bounce off of it, she loses her footing, going straight face down into the mat. Cram! Hits the mat, rolls forward in pain. At that point, Logan grabs her, pulls her up to the feet. As he pulls her up to the feet, he, what was his move? Does anybody remember what his move was? I'm just going to do whatever I want. He runs backwards into the ropes, kind of coming off. He spins into the turning forearm. Crack! Hits her right across. Her whole body folds, just like her legs fall out from under her. She's done. Logan drops on him. Pins. 1, 2, 3. Logan's our new champion. Oh my God, Logan's done it. Logan's done. Wait a second. Like we see Logan, like the ref grabs the belt, kind of hands it to Logan. Aaron's kind of like holding his face, but he's like, yeah. At that point, we see Hard Rock from the back. Owner Hard Rock of the Hardcore Brewery. That's right. This whole thing is always filmed in the back of a brewery. He shuts down the brewery on Friday nights. This is what we do back there. We have an audience in. We have the ring. It's great. Hard Rock Brewery's walking out there. He's an ex-wrestler, Hall of Fame wrestler. He walks in, asks for a mic. He grabs it. He's like, no. Not in my league. Not on the greatest show ever. Not in that way. He turns to Aaron and he goes, if you hadn't been thrown out, I might give you props because you might have snaked that. But you were thrown out. The ref already called for you. You're out of here. So get out. And he walks out. You see Nick Tor kind of like looking her back around. Starts to nod. Juanita's kind of like coming to. She's nodding. He looks at Logan, and then he grabs the belt, starts to pull it. Logan holds on, though. And, like, the big older dude, like, Hard Rock's a big dude, kind of barrel-chested. Looks like he used to have muscle, but he doesn't anymore. He's got big gray mutton chops and short crew cut gray hair. And he just stops and goes, "Think about it, son." And then Logan's like, "Let's go with the belt." He pulls it back. He hands it to the timekeeper, and he goes, "We're restarting this match." The crowd goes crazy. He goes, "We're going to end this here and now." And then he rolls out. Crowd's going crazy. We're restarting. You see Juanita, Nick, Logan all kind of eyeing each other. Crowd is going crazy. They're already like, TGN, TGN, TGN. Just going crazy for what's going on. And here we go. So we're at round 12. That is actually the thing. I think it's the only option in the 30 options that has that. But it's 1 cheats to win. Ref realizes, restarts the match. So that's how I did that. So here we go. We are adding 11 to our roll. All right. So quality's our low one with a 9. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end. Yeah. Okay. Ref calls for the bell. At that point, let's set this up right. At that point, Nick rushes Logan, clotheslines him down in the mat, turns back to Juanita. Not fast enough. Juanita steps in, super kick to the face. Nick falls backwards into the corner, holding his face. He looks out. Logan is down, breathing hard. He rolls over. Juanita rolls to the outside. She comes up on the apron. She's calling for it. We gonna see it? Are we gonna see a new champion? Is Juanita gonna get her revengeance? Is she gonna take it? Logan stands. She leaps to the top, springboard into the wand shelf. Juanita shall rise. She connects with the drop kick. Logan goes backwards, bounces off the mat, ends up in a seating position. He's knocked out, but like slumped over. Juanita lands, turns to go to crawl to pin him when Torque just rushes out of the corner, catching her, picking her up on the shoulder, rushing her backwards, and slamming her against the turnbuckle. She yowls in pain, and as the air escapes her, he then grabs her arm, puts it between the ropes, does the rope over rope thing where she gets caught. She's caught in the rope. He turns, runs into the ropes, rebounds, coming off, sliding into the basement forearm punch. COD, concussion on delivery. Connects to Logan Bell. Logan's out. He pins. Juanita's trying to pull loose. 1. Juanita pulls loose. 2. Juanita dives. 3. It's too late. She lands on the mat an inch too late to stop it. Logan rolls off of him. The crowd goes crazy. What a controversial ending. So many ups and downs. What an opener. Logan's been pinned. Juanita rolls back on her knees, looking at Torque as he kind of comes up to his hands and knees, and they stare. They're 3 feet from each other in the ring. Juanita's just pissed. She just looks at him and goes, "You didn't beat me. You didn't beat me. You didn't beat me." Nick shakes his head and stands up. He grabs the belt from the ref. The ref raises his hand, but he can tell Juanita's still stabbing daggers at him. She stands up and looks at him as he starts to walk out, and again he just finds her in front of him. She just looks at him and goes, "You didn't beat me. You gonna beat me? You gonna beat me?" At that point, he like cracks his neck and brushes past her, rolling out of the ring. She turns back around, hands on her arms. Then she walks over. She's like, "You still got the yips, Nick. You got him. You got him." I don't think this is it. I don't think this is it for this rivalry, ladies and gentlemen. But that is it for our opening match. Wow, what an opener, right? So let's give my voice a slight break for the next 3 matches that I have to do, and calculate some match score. All right, so we got to do star points of everybody involved. So Nick's got a nice 4. We got Logan Bell with a 3. And we have Juanita with a 3. So that's a good starter right off the bat. Now we have 12 rounds in the match. So we're going to add that in. We definitely got a banger bonus. +3 banger bonus. On our funds, just so that we know that it's there, we're going to get the exotic book. Now things get interesting because this was for a TGTN championship, which is a hardcore title. Let's find out what that hardcore belt gives us match score-wise. I'm pretty sure it's a +1 for every chaos score. +1 for all chaos side rolls. Match score. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So we get an extra +6 to our match score from it being a hardcore match for a hardcore title. Nice! Alright, and I think that's it. I think that's all. Oh, we got to check traits. Check traits, see if we get any bonuses from the traits, right? So we got Logan Bell has focused and stalwart. Focused is insane. Neither one of these people are insane. Stalwart is creative. Neither one of these people are creative. Not going to get any bonuses there. Now we got to compare Nick Torque. Alright, so Juanita is tough and funny and a backstabber. Nick Torque is hardcore, enduring, and targeted. So enduring is violent, so no bonuses there. Hardcore, which is apparently a positive one. Is hardcore a positive one? Nope, it's not. What? Why does he have hardcore there? Hardcore, enduring. Flashy, underdog, enduring, honorable, creative. Is it a negative and I put it in the wrong spot? No, there's no hardcore on this. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very confused as to what the hardcore is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be honorable, do you think? I feel like it's supposed to be honorable. Okay. Alright, so we need to change that because I put that in wrong. Honorable. Whoa, 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 whoa. Honorable. Okay, so honorable gets cheater with it, which I don't think anybody has cheater. So I think, and then he's got targeted on his negative, which would be with powerful. So somehow in 9 traits, nobody matches up. But that's okay. We still got a pretty good match here, I think. So let's add this all together. Oh, we also have a -1 for a repeat. So we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, -1, 24, +6, 30. I'm pretty sure we're at a 5-star. Pretty sure we're at a 5-star. Yes, we are. 5-star opener. What a way to start this show off. Very happy with that. Gives us +17 funds. Huge moneymaker. So total earned from that is going to be 19 funds. Nice. Nice opener. Nice opener, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Rivalry promo. Okay. All right. So then we go backstage to the standard. The standard is getting like they're getting their arms taped up, but they're also getting heating tape put on their shoulders. The standard is Henry Hackles, big Henry Hackles, big barrel-chested white dude, clean shaven, but think Otis from WWE without the beard. Kind of a tank. He's got a gold singlet on. You see him getting some heat tape applied to his back. While our other member of the standard, Marvin... Shit, what was his last name? Marvin... Where's the standard? Oh, they're there. Marvin Davis, who's a fit black guy. I think Shelton Benjamin, but with hair. Wears gold a gold trunks. He's getting heat tape applied to his shoulder, and he's getting his elbow like braced. And you just see our interviewer in the back kind of walk in and go, "Oh, Jeffrey Chimes, our intrepid backstage interviewer. Guys, tonight you have the main event. You will be fighting for the first ever True Grit Team Championships here tonight. You and the McGillicuddies won the Danny Punk Invitational and got yourself a right to get this title, to have the chance to be the first ever champions. But you guys are a little bit worse for wear. You've been through the ringer. What are your plans tonight?" Marvin stands up and is like, "What are our plans tonight? What are our plans tonight? Yeah, we've been through the ringer. We got heat tape on us. We got bandages on us. We have been wrestling non-stop for the last week. And we have been in probably the toughest matches in the DPI. But I'll tell you this right now. That's not going to stop us. We're going to go out there. We're going to give our all. And we're going to out-wrestle those hooligans from start to finish." Henry Hackle step up. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got that right. I'll tell you right now, we are the standard for a reason. Everybody else is trying to be us. We are absolutely the top, the bar, what you want to be as a team wrestler. So those team titles are coming home with us, and we're going on the bar. It doesn't matter how much tape you got to put on us. It doesn't matter if you got to put splints on us. It doesn't matter if you got to prop us up on a mannequin. We're going to walk out there and we're going to win." All right, well, you've heard it here. He then kind of turns and walks away from them. As he walks away from them, he walks to the outside. He shuts the door of the locker room and he just stops because he's just on either side. You see the McGillicuddies step in. So Angus McGillicuddy, big dude, kind of built like a fridge. He is a white guy, very kind of greasy, scarred face. He's got mutton chops coming down, kind of like Hard Rock's gray mutton chops here. He wears, but prematurely gray. And it looks like he's got a lot of scars on a very pronounced forehead. Both of them wear like cabbie hats, like Irish cabbie hats. Angus doesn't have anything on but like what looks like a bomber's jacket with kind of fuzz around it, and nothing on up here. He walks in from Jeffrey Chimes' left. To his right, a little bit more thin, a little bit more fit, but neither one of these guys are extremely built or toned. They're much more brawlers' bodies. And you see Sean, who's just wearing the white tank top. I know, I do it too much. With the cap, but he has like just sleeves of tattoos on either side, a couple of piercing on his nose and eyebrow. He's got the mutton stash all the way up. No premature gray though. These guys are brothers, Sean and Angus McGillicuddy. Sean comes up and goes, "Well, would you look at that? You're talking to our opponents before us. I see how it is. They get to the top billing, do they?" Angus is like, "Yeah, it looks like they do get top billing. I mean, Jeffrey, why is it you want to talk to them before us? You're clear-cut favorites tonight." Jeffrey's like, "My apologies, gentlemen. There's just the first people that I... Stop right there. I'm going to tell you right now. You went in there because they're more marketable. They're pretty boys. Pretty white... they're pretty American boys. And that's what you people like around here." Angus is like, yeah. It does look like that. But I'm going to tell you right now. Tonight, we're going to take the piss out of them, and we're going to take the piss out of this entire crowd. At that point, he kind of looks around, and he's like, "So you guys are confident?" They both laugh. Sean goes, "We're the McGillicuddies. We don't lose. We certainly don't lose to people who have to literally strap themselves together to get down to the match. We were dominant in the tournament. The standard barely edged it in." He kind of looks back and forth, and then he goes, "In all due respect, didn't he edge it? He did edge it in. They did edge in, but by overcoming you guys in the triple threat." Angus was like, Whoa. I don't remember them pinning either one of us. Do you, Sean?" Sean's like, "Nah, I don't remember them pinning either one of us. And they're not going to, because we haven't been pinned in this business. We're not going to start now. See him at the ring." And then they walk off. All right, so that's our rivalry promo. Probably went on a little bit too long, but we're going to roll for it. We're giving it to the standard. So the standards star points are 7. Actually, I should probably give it to the... No, Miguelica's are only at 4. So we're going to roll +5. Ah! So we got a 7, which is only going to give us a... Oh, wait, no. Which is going to give us a +1 to their match score on their match when that happens. So let me just make a note of that so I know when we get there. Then our next match, the Propageezers versus the GGL. And at this point, we just kind of switch. We see Danny Punk kind of coming out of Hard Rock's office, smiling with a little card. And then you just see Aaron standing there. You see him, he's got ice on his forehead, and he's like, nice, nice. Is that what I think that is? Danny looks at him and goes, yeah, it's my manager card. You're looking at the manager of the Propageezers. He's like, the manager of the Propageezers. That's great. Manage him, Danny, because your pathetic brain is so full of black dots, you can't get in the ring to fight anybody. What's sadder is that absolutely riddled brain is actually telling you it's a good idea to represent those two absolute hula. Wham! You just see him get like jacked from off camera by Key. He hits the thing. He hits the wall. The ice like flies everywhere, and he falls down. And then he's like, "Oh!" At that point, Key's like, "Woo!" Gave him a right hit. At that point, Danny just kind of like shakes her head. Bash's like, "Oh no, we weren't supposed to do that, were we, love?" He looks at Key. We're not supposed to hit him before the match. Remember? That's what she said last week. Danny shakes her head and looks at them both and goes, "Aye, mates, some rules are meant to be broken." And then smiles, and then they smile, and then they walk out. So we've got a little grudge match, the Propageezers versus the GGL. Alright, Propageezers come out. Key, tone, swimmer's body, tall, lanky, white dude, dreadlocks, brown dreadlock hair, flannel cut off shirt, under white t-shirt with some purple writing. He's got ripped up jeans, boots to wrestle in. His partner Bash, big, stouter dude, a little bit shorter, but much more muscle. Mixed race fella with a large kind of afro that kind of points up almost. He wears a black tank top with a griffin on the front. All the accents are yellow, and the tank top's tucked into yellow and black camo pants that he wears with combat boots. Both of them walk out with Danny, who is a British girl with some piercings, pixie haircut that's always messy. She's got a leather jacket on that's just covered in studs and spikes, very punky, with the anarchy all over it. And then some jeans and a we'll say an Iggy Pop t-shirt on under it. They walk out. Propageezers get in. Then the GGL walk out. The Gurren Ganlag, I can never remember what their actual name is, but the GGL, Blitz and Chunder. Chunder is a big black dude, big muscles, a lot of weight behind him. Both of them wear combat vests with the pockets on it, and no shirt under. Chunder is bald, just real intense eyes. He has the normal army cargo pants kind of going down. No. Yeah, normal cargo pants, just kind of going down to boots. Next to him is Blitz, same kind of outfit with the vest and cargo pants. Blitz is a white dude, much more toned muscle and a little bit smaller. He's got brown hair and kind of blue eyes. All right, and it's time. It's time for this match. All right, ref calls for the bell. All right, we got low roll is a chaos. Oh, wait, I need to make sure. I think it's honor and then Propageezers is my kind of fight. What does my kind of fight do? I think my kind of fight is the one that gives you the ability to negate a chaos roll, maybe? My kind of fight. While I'm looking this up, all the music is provided by my brother, the man who makes the music, Nick Van Sliders, specifically the Red Delirium Project. You can find all of his songs here on our channel, on Old Man Gaming. And then William Aubin, check him out on Bandcamp. Those are the ones that with the French words. All right, so my kind of fight. Reroll a chaos table result once during any match. Great. All right, so let's do it. So our low roll is a 6 on the chaos, which gives us... All right. Bell rings, and you just see the proper geese kind of look at each other. Then they just charge forward, crashing into the GGL. Both of them clotheslining each one over the top rope, just like before the first match. They all four crash to the outside right off the bat. So that is 6 chaos. We'll fly away. Okay, so now we're adding +1. Chaos is low again on a 7. +1 is going to bring us up to an 8. Of course. Of course. All right. So the ref comes up and starts calling for stuff. Starts trying to count him back into the ring. At that point, Key is going to roll Blitz back into the ring. Key starts to stand up onto the apron. As he does, though, Blitz kind of stands, turns into a big wheel kick. When he wheel kicks, Key ducks, and he ends up wheel kicking over the rope, over Key's head, and connecting to the side of the ref's temple, who's trying to get people back into the ring, and he folds like a wet napkin, as refs do. When he does this, though, Key pulls himself back, slingshots over the top rope into a clothesline, connecting with Blitz and bringing him down to the mat. Hey, hey, hey. All right, now we're adding +2. Low roll is a 6 on chaos. 6 + 2 is 8. The ref's knocked out again, accidentally? I don't know how to write that. I'm going to take a -1 on that. All right. All right. So the ref is starting to like pull himself up kind of like a second later, like shaking his head. When Chunder climbs up onto the top rope. As he does, Key turns into a wheel kick. We're going to repeat it right off the bat. Into a wheel kick, Chunder ducks it. He ends up connecting with the ref again. Oh! And he falls down. The whole crowd laughs. And Key's like, oh, man. As it goes down. But this time, Key turns to super kick at Chunder. Chunder catches his foot over the rope, then just drops, pulling his whole leg, like whipping it over that top rope, and then letting go. Key actually snaps backwards, holding his knee in pain. So we're adding 3 now. Please, no more ref knockouts. Low roll is chaos with a 1. Adding 3, it's going to bring us up to a 4. Interference. Ooh, I don't know how to do. Oh, I kind of do. You know what? I think I'm actually going to take this. I know it's going to hurt the overall score of the show, but my voice is killing me, and I want to get to some other matches. So I think we're going to take this optional match end, because it's going to just barely give me a squash and some extra funds anyway. C. No, I can't do it. It's got to be good or nothing at all. So we're just going to keep going. All right. At this point, Key's down. Chunder laughs, then turns into a super kick, a shuffle side kick from Danny Punk. Wham! Cracks him in the face. He goes down, and then she just stands there like smiling. Rules are meant to be broken for the proper geezes. All right, round 5, round 4. Low roll is a 7 on chaos again, bringing us up to an 11. Okay. Inside the ring, Key turns back to Blitz. Key's holding his legs, like starting to get up. As he does, he's kind of like shaking it off. Blitz has gotten up. He's seeing him shake off the leg. The two lock up. As they lock up, they're kind of jockeying for position when Blitz just kind of sidesteps and just like kicks Key's leg that got draped over the knee. Key yowls in pain. Falls to one knee. As he does, you see Blitz step in, catch his head into the DDT. All right, we're adding 5. Low roll is chaos again. It's all chaos today. 6 plus 5. This can bring me up to an 11. Oh, shit. Good God. I can't just move after move after move. All right. At that point, Blitz just starts working on Key's knee. Just Key's down for a second, holding his head. Blitz is just gonna pull his leg and then just drop knee, like elbow onto the knee. Then he's gonna pick up his leg again, drop another elbow. Key's just yowling in pain, trying to fight through. He can't seem to fight out of it as just Blitz just like brutally goes after that knee. And I'm gonna drown. Alright, so we've got 8 on quality. Finally, a quality roll is our low roll. Plus 6 is going to bring us up to a 14. Oh, okay. At this point, Bash slides into the ring from the outside, coming to help his friend.
Hi, everybody.
They can't even see you.
Oh my God. Hi, everybody. I'm Zach's daughter. And if you want to be friends on Roblox, search up StarVS525, and then if you see me as a noob, you can like. I am a noob, so right now, but make sure to be friends.
All right.
If you want to be friends.
Can I finish the stream now?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Bash slides into the ring, stands up, rushing at Blitz. Blitz sees him coming, turns towards him. They both rush. They both think clothesline. They both connect. Boom! They just kind of connect each other in each other's armpits, kind of spinning around each other and crashing to the mat. Woo! All right, we're up to 8. We got that banger. Let's do it. All right, low roll is quality 7. 7 plus 7 is a 14. Again, Jesus Christ with the repeats. This is ridiculous. At this point, from outside, Chunder rolls into the ring. You see Key starting to stand up. Chunder rushes him. Key like sidesteps, kicking him to the face. You see Chunder actually take the blow kind of like out on his feet for a second. Key falls to like one knee holding his leg. Chunder, like with a last ditch effort before he passes out, throws himself forward, clotheslining Key over the top of his head and then falling to the mat, face down. Key's down, everybody's down, crowd's on their feet. Good God. All right, add an 8. Got 9 on the quality as our low roll. Plus 8 is going to bring us up to a 17. Okay. All right, everybody's down. Everybody seems to be down for a while. The ref's starting to get up. He's starting to count. As he starts to count, we see Blitz just like get to his feet. He's the first to kind of realize what's going up. He gets into his feet, into a scramble. He runs over to the ropes, leaps to the top rope, turns, goes high risk, cocks the elbow, sails through the air, delivers it directly to Bash's chest. Boom! Hits it hard, rolls over Bash, hooks the leg. 1, 2, now Bash gets his shoulder up. 17 quality. Up to 10. We're adding 9. All right, we're at 6 on the chaos. Back to chaos. 6 plus 9 is 15. I'm going to take this optional. That's for sure. We got the banger bonus. Might as well get that extra fund. And save my voice a little bit. Alright. At this point, Bash just looks like he kicks out. At that point, both Blitz grabs him, picks him up, calls for Chunder. Chunder's starting to get to his feet. Both of them take him, just hurl him through the second and third rope. He crashes to the outside. As he crashes to the outside, they turn back to Key, who's just laying there. He looks out. He's completely done. Chunder like, pin him. Then turns back to Bash and Danny, who's on the outside, eyeballing them. Blitz nods, turns, walks towards Key. As he does, though, Key snaps to alertness, throwing his hands up, grabbing Blitz, one arm around the leg, the other around the back of the head, rolling him back down, and then putting his other leg, cocking it around his leg. Small package pin out of nowhere. Chunder doesn't see it. He's focusing on protecting the pin. 1, 2, 3! Oh! Blitz like rolls up like shocked. You see Key just like roll to the side and roll out of the ring laughing. Chunder smiles and turns around and then realizes what happens and his face drops. They just got robbed. The Propagandistas just stole this one right out from under them. The London Bandits have struck again, ladies and gentlemen. And you see Danny like raise their hands on the ramp with the big victory. That was a good one. I liked what that match did. It was a nice filler match. Alright, so let's check that star power. Or star points. Star points! GGL's got 4. That's changing. Propagiza's got 4. That's also changing. It was a normal match, but we've got a full plus 10 spots. However, we got a minus 3 for repeats. Crazy amount of repeats, guys. We also got the banger bonus, plus 3. And then on the fun side, we're going to get a plus 1 extra fund for the optional match end. And then we're going to get the plus 2 for the exotic book. So, let's calculate these star points. We got 4, plus 4, 8, plus 10, 18, minus 3, 15, plus 3. That's going to bring us back up to 18. That's a pretty good match score. That's not bad. That's a decent in-between. 18 is going to give us a 3-star on the dot. Way up, way to go us. That's going to give us 6 funds. And that means that will make us a total of 9 funds. Sweet. Alright, we're going to go right to the next match. Not wasting any time. Chad Thurston has been dodging Catherine for weeks, months even. Catherine has not been able to get her one-on-one match for the Panhandle Classic Champion. It is happening tonight, finally. Chad got himself disqualified in their one-on-one. Then in a triple threat against her and Marie, ended up getting Marie with a quick pin. Again, dodging Catherine in the one-on-one competition. But Catherine earned a one-on-one shot one more time for the PCH Championship. However, interestingly enough, Hard Rock is standing in the ring as Chad and Catherine are down there kind of a... So, quick description. Catherine, really tall for a lady. She's like probably like 6'1", somewhere in there. Bald head, shaved. She wears kind of like denim, cut off denim, but with numbers on it. Like almost looks like she escaped from prison or a mental something, whatever. White t-shirt with the sleeves kind of coming out of that denim cut off. She then has jeans, combat boots, and just this like really intense stare at all times. She also tends to smoke cigarettes, but never seems to like take it out of her mouth. It's just always hanging off of her lip before and after matches. She's just standing there. She's also very buff and toned. Very buff and toned. Just standing there kind of like rolling her shoulders. He's Chad Thurston on the other side. Chad Thurston's actually a little bit shorter than her. He's only about 5'10", 5'11". You see him, he is in baggy kind of mixed martial arts pants. He's got his feet taped up in boots, wrestling shoes, in wrestling shoes. Then he's got his hands taped up, kind of mixed martial arts. Blonde hair, really well-kept, short-cut blonde hair with blue eyes. Really toned, like six-pack down here, real toned muscles. And he's got the Panhandle Classic in his hand. He's dancing back and forth, smiling. Hard Rock, however, comes into the ring, and both of them are looking confused at first. Hard Rock takes the mic. All right, so it looks like True Grit Wrestling Association is here to stay. He waits for the cheap pop. The whole crowd kind of goes off for a second. When they calm down, he continues, he's like, with that in mind, we've got a lot coming for everybody out there. All of our fans. We've got more wrestlers getting signed. We've got more division. We've got more belts coming your way. But we've also got a little restructuring because we do intergender here. Ladies wrestle the fellas just like you're seeing right now. We have two divisions, singles and doubles. Now, with that being said, the True Grit Championship that you already saw defended tonight is our much more hardcore, much more street fight belt. However, the Panhandle Classic is now, from this point on, gonna serve as our more technical title in the singles division. And then he turns specifically to Chad Thurston. He goes, that means new rules. Chad's face drops a little bit. Like, new rules? What new rules, boss? What? From this point on, the Panhandle Classic will be contested under Panhandle Classic rules, which means only a 5 count to be counted out of the match. And if you, so don't go out for weapons, don't go out for cheating. We're keeping it inside the ring. In addition to that, if you get disqualified or you get a count out, aside from wrestler interference, you will lose the Panhandle Classic Championship. Crowd goes crazy. Absolutely crazy. Chad's like, no, what are you talking about? It's like, that's right. From here on out, unless there is gross negligence, the refs in Panhandle Classic matches have been instructed 5 counts for outside the ring. And if you get disqualified for any reason other than a wrestler coming down to interfere, you will lose that title. And if a wrestler does come down, it counts as a no contest, no disqualification victory for anybody. You can see Chad's he's like, so from here on out, people who win that title, people who earn that title, I'm sorry, let me take that back, guys. People who win that title are people who earn that title. Good luck. And then he stops, he walks out, and the crowd's just starts to chant, they start to chant, Catherine's gonna kill you. Catherine's gonna kill you. Catherine's gonna kill you. You just see Catherine just step forward. She slowly takes the cigarette out of her mouth, drops it out over the ropes, then just turns back to Chad, who's like, it's alright, I got this. He starts to try and psych himself up, hands the belt out, and then walks forward. And then they call for the belt. Match 3. 1. Let's get this going. Second of 3 title matches tonight. Opening match. Opening round. We got Chaos is our low roll. 13. That's going to give us a 13 plus nothing. It's just a 13. I keep forgetting. We're on the first roll. Weird start to a classic quality match, but okay. Chad's like, I got this, and he charges forward at Catherine, just rushing her, and she just steps in, catches his hips, and just pops him up into the back body. He actually, like, as he goes up, goes, oh no! And then, like, goes over the top rope, crashing to the outside, crashing off the apron to the outside. Catherine just turns and cracks her neck. What an opening. Chad is already in trouble. Now we got a +1. Low is Chaos again with a 1, bringing us up to a 2. Okay. Catherine is just staring him down. She, the count is like 1, 2, 3. You see Chad's just like, oh no. He pulls himself in just barely, like holding his ribs, holding his back from that huge 10-foot fall. But he gets in, beating the 5 count. Ref calls it off. At that point, Catherine's just standing in the ring, staring at him. Then she keeps telling him to get up. He's kind of like staring at her. He gets up. He's got, all right. You want to see what I can do? He says. Catherine's just staring. You want to see what I can do? Huh? Tall, bald, and silent. You want to see what I can do? He's like stepping up to her like that. She's just staring at him. She's like, you want to see what I can do? Whoop! And he just like pokes her right in the eyes. Says, oh! She said, like, staggers backwards, holding her eyes. At that point, sorry, man, guys, my voice is killing me. At that point, he steps in under her, catching her around the waist into the Olympic slam. Oh, boom! Dropping her on her head. All right, so 13. What was that? That was 2, right? 2 Chaos. Living in a world surrounded. Wow, another low roll. Chaos 2 + 2 is a 4. Oh, come on, man. How do I keep getting interferences today? Maybe in a revise, I need to take those interferences out, or like 1 or 2 of them. We're not actually going to do the interference. We're not going to take the optional. But all of a sudden, Doc Holliday starts to walk out. That's right, Doc Holliday, new acquired free agent. Doc Holliday starts to walk out and just starts to eye everybody. And you see he's holding a beer. He's actually not on the card tonight. So he turns and he looks at the crowd and he goes, you got a seat? You got a seat for me? The crowd's like, yeah. And he kind of like walks over the barricade with his beer, steps down and takes a seat with the crowd to watch, and starts to just kind of like riff and talk to the crowd that's just loving sitting next to this future Hall of Famer. All right, so now we're adding +3. All right, quality is the roll that time. 12 + 3 is going to be 15. Damn it. Didn't want to end like that. I always have to have one. I can't have all bangers, right? All right. Well, wait. Let me see what they're... I think because she just gets injured less. Yeah, she gets injured less, and he gets born to it. What gets born to it? Born to it is what? +2 match score on normal matches. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Alrighty. So that's it. That's the match, which is annoying. Alright, so he hits the Olympic slam. Doc's watching in the crowd. Chad stands up and sees him and just like looks confused. And Doc's just like looking at him like, don't look at me. Look at the crowd. Don't look at me. Look at the match. And then he turns around and then like... Catherine gets up. She's super mad. Her eyes have been poked. She charges Chad again. As she does, though, he catches her around the head. He rolls past her through, catching under her legs, pulling her over into schoolboy, catching the tights. 1, 2, 3, and again, he somehow manages to quick pin his way out of the match. He rolls backwards, rolling out of the ring. Catherine just looks furious. She stands up and just pounds the mat, looking at him because he's done it yet again. He's managed to steal the belt away. He grabs the belt away from the timekeeper, pulls it up to the thing, and then he turns over and like locks eyes with Doc, who's just sipping a beer. Just goes like this at him, and then the whole crowd sees the lock eyes, and they just all start to chant, "See shit clearly." And then Chad just like clutches the belt to his chest and just starts to walk out. Oh, Chad, you evil son of a bee. All right, so match score. We're only getting 4. Well, Catherine's going to give us 2. Chad doesn't have much either, I don't think, star power-wise. Oh, no, he does. 3. So we've got 5 plus 5 total on that. Plus 4. No repeats. No banger bonus. Do we get the squash if it's 4 or under? Can't remember if it's 4 or 3. Where's that squash? The match less than 4 rolls. It's less than 4 rolls, so we'll receive +1. So Chad will get a little +1 bonus. I'm just gonna put that in now so that I don't forget to do it later. Put it up to a 4. And then not gonna get anything else for that. Oh wait, maybe traits. Let's check traits. Catherine's got stalwart, insane, attractive. Chad Thurston's got cheater and technical, which is it's not going to do anything. Attractive as disturbing. So yeah, they're not getting any points there. So we're going to get 9 from their match score, which I think is 1 star. Yeah, 1 star. Funds. We got the +2, and we're going to get +1. We're going to lose some money on that one. +3. All right, so that brings us to our main event then. But first, got a little promo. All right, so we switch to the back. And we see in the back, you see Chad kind of like moving through the back, kind of holding his belt, and then he just goes, "Oh," as he runs into Jeffrey Chimes. Chad, you just defended your Panhandle Classic. Yes, I did. Again. He's like, I was getting there. Again, you have the most title defenses of anybody here. However, your methods are... He's like, what methods? My methods are what, Jeff? My methods are what? Look at me, man. I win the match. That's what matters. All these people... This is where wrestling came from. Greco-Roman wrestling. I get Greco-Roman pins. So I win. I won. I'm the Panhandle Classic champion, and nobody can do anything about it. And he turns and just walks right into Doc Holliday. Kind of bounces off him and stops and looks at him. Doc just takes a sip of beer. Adjusts his hat. Chad's like, what do you want? And you just see Doc goes, well, that's simple. Just like I said to Nick Torg, if I wanted his title, I'd take it. I want your title, Chad. And next week, I'm gonna take it. See shit clearly, buddy. And then he just takes a drink and walks past him. Chad's like, no! Like, well, runs off. So let's roll for that. So that is actually a rivalry promo for next week. So we're gonna use Doc. Wow, we got an 18 on that. Doc's got 8 star points. So we're definitely going to get a +3 match score on the next match between them. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Main event time. My voice needs it to be now, so we're going to do it now. Let's finish this. Once and for all, who's going to be the first True Grit Team Champions, TGT Champions? So at this point, Hard Rock's out there again. He's got a pedestal on the outside of the ring. He kind of pulls the sheet back. We see the True Grit championships next to each other. They've got that matte steel that the original True Grit title had, but they're kind of the team stuff. Then slowly the Standard make their way out. They do have a lot of tape, a lot of bandages, but they look ready to go. They roll in. Then out come the McGillicuddies to a hail of booze. They get in the ring, smiling. They take their caps off, and yeah. We're ready to go. Main event. The big fight feel. The whole crowd is doing dueling chants. Let's go Standard. Let's go McGillicuddies. Let's go Standard. Let's go McGillicuddies. And it's just back and forth. It's deafening. They've been worked into a frenzy by this crazy pay-per-view. And now, fingers crossed, this is a good one. Low roll. Not good. Not good, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Oh! Never mind. Never mind. Hold on. There's one more part to this. I'm going to show you guys that I wrote it down and just forgot about it. 2 out of 3 falls. So what does that mean? So that counts as an endurance match. I should have sold that in that earlier promo. 2 out of 3 falls is endurance plus 3 IP to the winning. To winning. Negate the first ME on the quality side. Yes. Yes, that's what I need. Okay. Okay. All right. So after it's pulled, Hard Rock once again gets on the mic and he goes, just because this is so important. These are the first belts. You have both fought to the absolute ends of this tournament, and you are both tied. This will be 2 out of 3 falls. The crowd goes even more crazy. And then at that point, we just see right off the bat, they rush forward. What are we going to do here? Okay. All right, so Bell calls for the bell. Henry Hackles rushes forward. As he does, both the McGillicuddies step up. They tandem punch him in the face. He drops to the mat. Marvin steps in, goes for a kick on Sean. Sean ducks it. Sean spins around and hits him with a forearm. Then Angus steps in, wraps his waist. No. Sean hits him with a forearm. Then Sean grabs him, picks him up, and hurls him backwards to Angus's waiting arms, who catches him out of midair into the German suplex. Boom! Bridges for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Right off the bat, McGillicuddies are up 1-0. All right. So that was a 10 quality, which is most certainly a match end. Quick pin submission. Yep. So that's a match and negated. So that's my match power there. Round 2. All right, we're adding 1. Chaos is 3 plus 1 is 4. Come on, man. What is with the interferences and shit? I'm going to do something so that they're not actually interfered on. All right. At this point, every team in the back all start to walk out from the back, and they all have chairs, and they all start unfolding the chairs and putting them down at the top of the ramp so that they can watch the match, so that they can see this, because this is how much history is going to be involved in this championship match. They all just start to sit down and start to watch intently. So after the 3 count, you see Angus kind of like roll him up like he's going to German suplex him again. But before he can, Marvin, who's kind of barely out, like out of instinct, brings back an elbow, drives it to Angus's head. Angus releases for just a second. Henry Hackles is back up, hits him with the pounce. Angus goes flying backwards, crashing into the mat and rolling. As he does, Henry Hackles and Marvin turn back towards Sean, who rushes at him. As they rush at him, both of them step in, and both of them tandem punch him. All right, low roll is is quality with a 2, and 2, that's a 4. Nice. Don't have the voice for this, but nice. All right. He gets dropped. At that point, Marvin... what's Marvin going to do submission-wise? Marvin grabs his arm, turns him over, kind of contorts it back around into a Kimura, starts to apply the pressure on Sean. Sean starts to yell. Angus is shaking off the punch. He charges forward to break Marvin up. Henry Hackles tries to cut him off with a clothesline. Angus ducks the clothesline, comes up, and slides forward into a huge forearm to Marvin. Marvin takes the blow, and maintains the Kimura. Like it screams in Angus's face. Angus can't believe it. At that point, Henry Hackles runs up behind Angus, wraps his waist, gives him a German suplex. Big man to big man, whole ring shakes. However, Angus takes the blow, rolls up to his legs out of the German, just goes, no selling it. Henry stands into the scream, and then Angus rushes forward, just nails him with this huge clothesline. Henry Hackles hits the mat in pain. Boom! Big guy holding his face. At that point, Angus turns back to Marvin. Marvin's still got the Kimura in. Sean's thinking submission. Angus rushes forward. Marvin lets him go. Steps into a super kick to Angus's face. Angus takes the super kick, staggering back into the ropes. Then he kind of re-rallies. Yet again, no selling. Then rushes forward. But as he does, Marvin leaps up into the air, wrapping Angus's head, pulling him back down into a Hurricane Rana. Boom! Angus hits head first onto the mat, then rolls through. Marvin comes up only in time as Sean rushes forward into a huge clothesline, taking Marvin's head off and dropping to the mat, holding his arm. Everybody's down. Crowd is going wild. I may pass out. All right. Just in case everybody knows, it's at high intensity spot, a lot of reverse moves in rapid succession. So hopefully I did that justice. But the crowd's going nuts for that one. All right, fourth roll. Quality is our low roll with a 4 plus 3 is going to be a 7. All right. All right. So everybody's kind of down for a second. Crowd's going crazy. Sean stands up, kind of like rolling his arm out, waiting for Marvin to kind of get to his feet. As he does, he starts to rush forward. He starts to rush forward on Marvin. Marvin sees him coming and then just like pushes off, sliding under Sean's legs, like between his two legs, but catching his legs with his arms. Sean trips face first into the mat. Marvin rolls backwards over, pulling back, catching one leg and coming up into a half Boston Crab. Applying the damage. Now he's working on the leg. Sean's in a lot of pain. He's screaming. Can they even the score? Can they even it? All right, so Cass is our low roll with a 6. We're adding 4 to it. It's going to be 11. All right, at this point, Sean's trying to climb to the ropes, trying to pull the ropes. Marvin's trying to hold in the in the half crab. He's really trying to apply it. Sean's trying to reach for the ropes. He's almost got it. When Henry Hackles is back up, he grabs Marvin, pulls him back. Just using a huge amount of strength, he helps pull Marvin back, who pulls Sean back to the center of the ring. Marvin sits back into the half crab. Henry Hackles then leaps forward, landing on Sean's arm, then wrenching it backward with all of his huge weight into a Fujiwara armbar. They're applying an armbar and a half crab. Sean is trying to fight it. He taps 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're 1-1. We're 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. At that point, though, they both release. As they release, Angus is there. Huge right hand just off center Marvin. Marvin takes the blow. He staggers sideways into the ropes. Henry Hackles turns towards him, and Angus throat chops him. Just real dirty like. The whole crowd goes, ooh! And Henry Hackles is gasping for breath, holding his throat as he steps backwards. The ref gives Angus a warning, not a disqualifiable offense. All right, so our low roll is quality with a 1. We're adding 5. That gives us a 6. Okay. Remember, next fall wins the titles for the first time. At this point, Henry Hackles is like choking, hard and back at that point. McGillicuddy like flexes a couple of times. You're not sure exactly what he's doing. And then he just grabs Henry Hackles, lifts him up into the body slam, falling with him. Boom! Actually, no, he turns it into a Michinoku driver. Just boom! The whole ring just really shakes with the huge, like, 600 pounds of weight coming down on it. Boom! Between Henry and Angus. Just the whole thing shakes. He then holds for the pin. 1, 2, no! Henry Hackles gets his shoulder up just barely. Our low roll is quality again. With a 1, we're adding 6. It's going to get us up to a 7. And that's actually, unfortunately, going to be a repeat. All right, Henry Hackles kicks out. At this point, Angus rolls backwards as Sean rushes forward, hooking both of Hackles' legs, kind of rolling him up over his legs with that kind of pin. I think it's called a jackknife pin. The ref drops back in again. 1, 2, Henry Hackles kicks out with force. As he kicks out, Sean like stumbles backwards into Marvin's waiting arms, catches under both of his arms, full Nelson style, then snaps him into the Snapdragon suplex. Boom! Driving onto the top of Sean's head. He folds in half and rolls off. All right, number 8. Got the banger. Both are 6s. 6 plus 7 is 13. I get to pick. I like the quality side. All right, Snapdragon hits Sean. He folds inside out. He's down. Marvin stands up. He turns toward Angus and rushes him. Angus kicks him to the gut, grabbing his waist, picking him up, power bombing him to the ground. He hits hard. As he hits, his legs are still up. Angus catches one leg and throws it backwards, rolling Marvin back up to his hands and knees. As he does, Angus then wraps Marvin's head, wraps his head, picks him back up straight, driving him down into a brain buster. Marvin hits and just starts to spasm. Angus rolls over him, catching his leg and holding for the pin. 1, 2, Henry Hackles is there. He steps in, reaches down, catches Angus's waist. The massive Angus picks him up off of Sean, kind of just holding him there, and then he spins him out, up, almost pile driver style, but instead drives his shoulder down onto his knee as he goes into a kneeling position, folding him over the shoulder. Boom! Angus hits, falling, folds and falls this way, ending up landing onto his knees, kind of holding his shoulder backwards. As he does, Hackles stands up and then just stepped forward into a knee, just driving his huge meaty thigh right into Angus's face, just folding him backwards over it. As he does, though, Sean is back up, rushing forward. He leaps into a drop kick to Henry Hackles' other leg, dropping him to the side. Boom! Henry hits the side. He comes up to his hands and knees. As he does, Sean's already in motion, bouncing off the ropes, rushing back, trembler knee, connecting to the temple of Henry Hackles, knocking him for a loop. He falls down flat. Sean rolls backwards, hooking the leg. 1, 2, 3. No! Henry Hackles kicks out and the crowd is going crazy. This is awesome. All right, we're at round 9. We're adding 8 to this bad boy. All right, so Shit, that's going to be it. Because it's quality. Plus 8. Going to be 10. We all know what happens on the 10s. And that's a repeat, unfortunately, too. All right. Henry Hackles takes the knee, falls forward, so he's on his knees. Sean then looks at Angus, who's just barely with it. Sean rushes over, helps Angus up, come on. Then he turns towards Henry. He pulls Henry up. Angus comes over and helps him. They both pull him up. They both wrap their shoulders around this huge man. They both catch him. They lift him up together. Both of them just screaming, veins popping out of their head. Then they drop the massive dude into a brain buster. Whoa! Just driving Henry Hackles down. He folds in half and falls backwards, just absolutely he shakes and twitches and then rolls under the rope and out of the ring. At that point, they both stand up. You see Marvin step in. Side kick to Angus. Angus falls against the rope. Marvin turns, leaping in the air, catching Sean into the flatliner. Boom! Drops him into the flatliner, rolls him over, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Angus is back up, catches Marvin, picks him up into the air, and then goes for the German. Marvin flips through, landing onto his feet, falling backwards into the rope, and rushing forward. As he does, As he does, though, Angus is ready. Stepping in, he catches him under the armpits, picking him up sky high style. He turns into the sit out, but his sit out sky high, you see Angus leap basically backwards, falling onto his back so his knees are up. So sky high onto Angus's knees. They call that the Irish. I can't call it the Irish curse. It's Sheamus. Sheamus, you saw the Irish moves. Move names. Sons of bitches. Oh, Blarney Stone. Boom! Folding him over the back. Boom! They call it the Barney Stone. At that point, Marvin is just hurt. They fold him over the knees, and then Sean's going to roll backwards with him, kind of almost turning it into a victory roll so he comes up on top of him so that he's kind of sitting on top of Marvin, who's pinned. 1, 2, 3, that's it! That's it, ladies and gentlemen. You see Sean drop. He looks at Angus and he just kind of smiles. Angus is yeah. They both kind of hug each other. Even though they're heels, it's a little bit of an embracing moment because they've done it. They managed to do it. They have the first ever TGN titles match. The entire team, all of the teams on the ramp, they all stand and they all start clapping. Some of them don't want to, but they are. After what a show, after what a match. They both stand up, they hug, and then Hard Rock grabs the belts, one for each, steps in, and hands it to them before raising their hands to a stunned crowd who's going crazy. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 for 1 is done. We're done. We're out of here. We'll be back next week with a True Grit Tuesday night. That was only 9 move slots. It's not even going to score as high as our opener, but I called the shit out of that, didn't I? Okay. So let's look at some scores here. So our first ever True Grit champions, McGillicuddy's. Go for them. So we got to look at the standard. They got 5 star points, so plus 5. I think we're definitely getting the exotic book on the funds bonus. Now I got to scroll over to our McGillicuddy's. We're at 4. So that's 9 right off the bat. We're already at 1 star. We haven't even gotten into it yet. So good stuff. We definitely got the banger bonus. Plus 3. We did repeat 2 things, so it's going to be a minus 2. We got the... what else did we get? And then we got 9 moves. Plus 9. And then, that's the True Grit title right there. And that is our standard doubles. So we're going to get the plus 1 from a doubles team team of 2, +2 match score. So we're going to get an extra +2 bonus from the title match. Then we're getting an extra +1 bonus from their rivalry promo earlier. So let's see how we made out here. Oh wait, let's compare the traits. All right, so the standard have tough, powerful, attractive, and honorable. So we got tough is against grizzled. We're gonna get a +1 from that. That's it, because that's all of the negative traits that the McGillicuddies have. There's a +1 on grizzled. So let's add this stuff up. Let's add it up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, -2, 10, +9, 19, 21, 22, 23, not quite 5, I don't think. I think we're going to barely hit 4. 4! 4-star match to finish us off. Not bad, though. Not bad. 5-star, 3-star, 1-star, 4-star. That's pretty good. Meltzer's not hating on us too bad. So funds from a 4-star is 12. That's another big banker for us. So we're going to make 14 off that. And guess what? It's now my least favorite part of the time. It's time for events. So let's do it. First, we got to do our normal show events. We're going to do chaos for our red event, as always. 1. Character growth. Random winning wrestler gains a random trait. Ooh, that's fun. So who won? We had the GGL, the McGillicuddies. I need a D4 for that, don't I? Get my dice out here. There's a better way to organize my dice, I think. Got a bag. I'll take a D8, guys. I'll take a D8. Oh my God, do I have them anywhere? Come on now. Wasting time. Wasting good show. Looking for crap. There we go. There's a D8. Use a D8. It's got a better roll anyway. All right, so wrestlers in the match we had Juanita, Logan, Torque. It was a winning wrestler. So Torque won. Giza's won. Chad won. And the standard won. Right? So it's 4. Be a 1. So 1. So it's going to be Torque. So let's roll for that random trait. Okay, so it's going to be a positive trait for Torque. Sweet. He needed a new positive one, I think. Oh, I got the positive here. And it's going to be 11, which is going to give us focused. Where are you, Torque? Nick Torque is also now focused. All right. Go, Nick. All right, so now our choice was 11. Let's find out what our choice is. Choice events. Turn request. A random wrestler wants to turn from face to heel or heel to face. If yes, the wrestler must invert their traits. If no, wrestler takes a negative morale point. Random wrestler. This is going to be tough because it's just anybody. So, singles wrestlers, we got... I need to make one where it's just like numbered. You know what I mean? Like I need to make a chart for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 singles wrestlers, right? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. Okay, so it's 14 total wrestlers. That's a pretty tough one to roll, right? So let's roll a d20, I guess. You know what? I'm going to get out my random number generator here on my phone. Make my life a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. Random number. Ooh, we ran out of music, it sounds like. Number. All right, 1 to 14. All right, so the number will be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Logan Bell wants to be face. Oh. He's a member of the 3A, though. You know what? I think I can make that happen. I have some ideas for that. So we're going to do it. So that means we have to invert his traits, which means we have to take the traits from that he had that was negative and invert it. In fairness, he was half and half anyway, but it will change his trait. So he goes from focus, which is positive, to insane. So, insane. And then his stalwart would go to creative. Wow, he really got different. I'm going to have to really mess with him now. Okay, all right. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to make a note. Logan, face, turn. All right. So, now, we need to do the big scary ones. The ones that literally retired characters the last time. And that is our big addition. After this is done, the promoters cycles. The signature event. Okay, so all bangers gain an additional +2, but Squash gets no bonus to funds. Squash match don't get bonus to funds. I gotta rewrite that. Management phase, a lot of extra things happen. I keep forgetting about the banger thing. We're not going to go back and change it right now, though. You must resolve due contracts. Randomly, the promoter must pick 3 of their wrestlers. Those wrestlers' contracts are up and must be re-signed to continue your promotion. Okay. All right, so we are going to do no repeat on our 1. Let's see who it is. So, contracts. 2, it's going to be Nick Torque. His required pay is 2. It's going to be 13, which is going to be 9, 10, 11, 12. The McGillicuddy's already. Okay. It's going to be another 2. That's 4. And then it's going to be 14, the Matriarch. Man, they're asking for some money early. I guess their temporary contracts are up. That's 3. So I have to spend an extra 7 funds this show. Make a little note here. +7. All right. So we did that. First resolve due to contracts. The promoter gets to randomly select 2 traits off the chart. They may then choose to apply these traits to any signed wrestlers. At this time, they may not double up. They can elect not to add any traits they choose. I might add one to Logan just to help him out. I'm going to do that off camera, though. That's not as fun for you guys to watch. So, promoter must then roll additional charts below. Once for each side. Here we go. 13 on the auto and 14 on the choice. So, it's right in the same. 13. Fan hate. The fans have turned on your most popular wrestler. Until this wrestler changes their alignment via traits, any match they are in has a -1 funds. I have to make Doc Holliday a bad guy. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Fan hate Doc. That's going to be tough. Thankfully, with my coach ability, I'll be able to switch their traits relatively easily. Okay, so then 14 for my choice. Team story break. Team breakup story. A team wants to break up and become individual wrestlers. If the characters have not split up and become their one singles wrestler by the end of next month's cycle, both will take 2 negative morale points. If you do not have... All right, I can pick, though. Or do I have to roll? I don't want to roll. I don't want to roll. That's for sure. What team? Ay, 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 this is tough. All these teams I'm in love with. Man, these pay-per-view ones are hard to deal with. All right, I'm going to have to put some thought into that. But for now, that's it. We'll be back next week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this as much as me. If you're watching in the back end, I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's the end of our second signature event. Some huge changes, some things I got to resolve and deal with. This is going to be very tricky. So we'll deal with that, and then we'll be hopefully ready to go next week. You guys can contact us on Facebook at OmegaMeDH, on Twitter at OmegaMe9. You can join our Discord, links in the description below. Influence us in all of our shows from there. Please check out WizardsRespite.com. They host all of these episodes also on their website. It's a great TTRPG website. I really appreciate them. You guys can check out everything we have to offer. This week, special plug, if you're watching this before it's happened, Thursday we are starting the new campaign in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the Stump Gang. I'm really excited to get into that. I promise the sound will be good this time, and I'm looking forward to it. So, until then, you guys keep watching, listen, we'll keep making them. We'll see you guys next time.